Why do you do what you do? Really think about it. Why do you do what you do? Why do you wake up in the morning? Why do you go to work every day? See, these are the things that we kind of forget to ask ourselves on a yearly basis or a monthly or down to the daily basis. Why do I do what I do? And see, when you forget to do that, you spin your wheels. You live a life that's meaningless and without purpose. You don't feel fulfilled because you don't know why. So some questions that you got to ask yourself is, you got to ask yourself, what motivates you? What drives you? What inspires you? See, these are the questions that you have to ask yourself in order for you to find out what your purpose is. And the reason why you have to ask yourself these questions is because what motivates me is not going to be what motivates you. It's not going to be what motivates the next person. See, you got to stop asking everybody what motivates them. See, we have the tendency of seeing somebody who we admire, who is working hard, who is living a dream, and we ask them, what is it? What is it that drives you? What is it that motivates you? And then we're hoping that their answer will resonate with us. And so their why or their motivating factor or what inspired them to do what they're doing, we're hoping that the same thing will be in us, but it's not. In order for you to find out what your purpose is, you have to look within. You got to find out what excites you, what ignites that fire in you. And some of you may have lost it. You may have had it before and you lost it. So in order to get that back, you have to think back to a time where you were the happiest in your life. Now really think about it. Think about that time where you were the most driven. Maybe it was while you were in school. Maybe it was while you were working on a project. Maybe it was while you are in a certain field or working a certain job. You have to put yourself back in that place. Really see it. What were you doing? Who were you with? What were you wearing? You have to paint a vivid picture of what you were doing at that time. Because here's the interesting but powerful thing about the mind. The mind cannot distinguish the difference between something you imagine and something that actually happened. So in order for you to get that thing back, in order for you to get that drive back that you once had, you have to put yourself back in that place and you have to see it vividly in your mind so that feeling starts to recultivate itself and you begin to act in your purpose the same way you used to. But you have to ask yourself why. Because if you don't have a strong enough why, you'll never do what you're supposed to do. So if you're moving through life right now and it kind of feel like, you're running on autopilot right now, trust me, it's because your why, your reason for doing it is not big enough. So you have to question everything that you're doing. Figure out what that thing is, what that driving force is for you, and only you can answer that question. So as we travel on this journey of self-discovery, trying to figure out what that thing is that we're passionate about, one of the first questions that we got to ask ourselves is, what is it that motivates me? And once you figure out what motivates you, you isolate that thing. And you begin to live in it. You begin to breathe it. You do everything that you can to become motivated in whatever it is that motivates you. So let's wake up, let's find our passions. Let's live life with vigor. Let's live life with meaning and purpose. And let's become all that we can be. That's my simple message for you all. I love you, be blessed. It's your favorite author, speaker, and life coach, Darren Mitchell, and I'm signing out. Thank you.
Audio Jungle.